Winter in the Northeast is cold, snowy, and dark. Some people hate it, and they can't wait for spring to start. But cold and darkness is actually really important for a lot of living things. And the darkest day of the whole year is the first day of winter, so it only gets brighter from here on out. Bundle up, we're gonna learn more. I'm at the Earth Clock, or Earth Calendar, in Oak Ledge Park in Burlington, Vermont. For millennia, before we had modern technology, people have used Earth calendars or clocks like this one to be able to track the path of the sun's course across the sky over the course of a full year. You might be familiar with other versions of this at Machu Picchu or Stonehenge. Today is the winter solstice. It's the shortest day of the year. We're gonna learn more about that, but I think we should do it when it's warm. So let's go to the Fairbanks Museum and Planetarium and talk with meteorologist Mark Breen. Come along with me.
Hi, Jane.
I have some questions for you.
Okay.
But actually, can you wait just a minute?
Sure.
Okay. That's better.
That was quite a production.
I was getting really hot. But let's talk about the solstice.
Okay.
So I said earlier that the winter solstice is the shortest day of the year, but now I'm remembering every day is 24 hours long. So what do we mean when we say the solstice is the shortest day of the year?
Right, the shortest daylight of the year, right? Okay, so it's the longest night and the shortest daylight hours.
Well, what's happening that we would have the shortest amount of daylight on the winter solstice?
Well, it actually has to do with the fact that the Earth isn't actually straight up and down.
Right.
As we spin around, we're actually leaning. Not a lot, but enough so that it changes where we see the sun in the sky. And so in the winter, the sun is very low in the sky. It doesn't come up until about 7 o'clock or 7:30. And so we have a long night and a short day. As the Earth goes to the other side of the sun, then the Earth is leaning toward the sun. So we get the sun up in the sky for 15 hours or more.
Okay, so we know that we're getting less sunlight because of the way the Earth is tilted and where we are on the Earth at that time. Are we also getting cold because we're far away from the sun?
It would seem that way, but it turns out we're actually closer to the sun near the solstice.
What?
I know, that sounds weird. What happens is because the sun is so low in the sky and it's out for a very short time, that gives the nighttime a long time to cool us off. So we are actually colder because of the sun, not because of how close we are. And the difference is very small, but it is noticeable. And in fact, in the summer, we're farther from the sun, but we have long days, and so it's warmer.
Okay, I think I've got it all now. And we are someday gonna see warmer temperatures. But in the meantime, I think I'd like to go out and see this change from light to darkness so early. So it is cold. I'm gonna have to get bundled up again. But Mark, thank you so much for talking with us today.
You're welcome.
It's not even 5 o'clock and already it's pretty dark out here. But I guess that makes sense. It is the darkest day of the year after all. And you know what? I think we should embrace the cold and the darkness. After all, both those things are really important for a lot of living things. Take plants. From a great big tree to a tiny seed, many of them need a period of sleep or dormancy in order to recharge. And then they use the increasing temperature and the increasing amount of daylight to know it's time to grow. Animals, too, use the winter to rest and relax, and sometimes, like bears, to even have their babies. Some animals hibernate. They don't eat or go to the bathroom for many months through these dark, dark times. And for humans too, a period of cold and darkness can be great. It's a wonderful time to rest and recharge and relax. And you'll be in good company. The solstice is a time where people around the world come together to celebrate the longer days to come. They light candles or fires, have music, sometimes food and singing. And if the cold, dark days aren't your thing, that's okay too. This is, after all, the shortest daylight of the year, so it's only going to get brighter from here. Happy solstice.